Welcome to lesson 2. Today we're just going to add some things onto the notes that we started yesterday. So yesterday, or lesson 1, we added all this text onto our document with H1, H2, and paragraph tags. So H1 through H5 and paragraph tags. Today we're going to add images, lists, and anchor tags. Okay, and we'll explain them in just a second. So remember, we're always working in the body right now. We're not going to be working in the head, so let's keep that separate right there. I would like to add an image of the universe after we get to underneath where we put the universe, the header of the universe. So the way that I'm going to do that is, let me go ahead and search universe. So I'm going to show you from start to finish how we add this. So we're going to search universe. I'm going to go on to images. Okay, I'm going to grab a picture maybe that I like. So maybe right here. I'm going to click on it, right click on it. I'm going to say save image as, and I want to save it as something that I understand. So it is a JPEG, so we want either a PNG or a JPEG file. And let's call it universe. And I'll hit save. Okay, so now it's saved onto my default, which is my desktop. Some of you it may go directly into documents. Some of you it may go into the downloads folder. You'll have to find that in just a minute. And I've actually saved a bunch of photos on my computer before, so you take some time and get one for the galaxy and the Earth, and all of the things for the headers. Once you have all your pictures, you want to go to assets, and then you want to add the pictures onto the Glitch website. So I'm going to go, that's an upload. Universe is, so this is the one I downloaded earlier, so I'm going to use that one right here, and I'm going to go ahead and upload, rather, not download. I'm going to upload all of the remaining files. And I can't upload them all at once. I tried to do that before, but it only allows me to select one asset at a time. So now I want to add these to my web page. So I'm going to go back to the index.html, and underneath the H1 tag, the order that you put them in here from top to bottom is the order that you're going to see them in on the web page. Okay? So the way you add an image is you say img src, image source, equals. Okay? Now you're going to put quotation marks around this value. Now this is actually going to be a web address. So you're giving it the web address of the picture that you added. If you go back to assets and you click on the universe, it actually gives you a web address here. Notice that it is part of the Glitch website, and it gives Glitch, once you upload it, Glitch will create a unique web address for this image, but it's going to be part of the Glitch website right here, so it shows it right there. So it's a really long, it has the name of that I put in it right there, but otherwise it's pretty long. So you just want to hit copy, right? And I wonder if you could open this up in a tab by itself. Oh, it looks like it is. So you just upload it and it's saved on the website, and it's a web address that you could access anywhere. So we'll go back here. We will go to the index.html, and inside the image source, you're going to paste that web address. And afterwards, you are actually going to hit a slash and then an ending bracket. The image tag is unlike other tags in that it self-closes. It closes and doesn't have a secondary closing tag. Doesn't have a separate open and close tag. You open and close the tag within itself, okay? Now if I hit refresh, it's a really huge image, right? And I may not want it to be this big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a property after the quotation mark. I'm going to add a property called height. So I'm going to go height equals quotation marks. I'm going to make it 300, okay? So it's after the web address, but before the closing tag. And if I refresh this, it cuts it down to size. Now, I don't want to add height and width, because what will happen is it will distort it. So I'm just going to change either height or I'm going to change width, but I'm not going to change both. And that will sort of collapse it down to size. So for all the images, I'm just going to add a height of 300 pixels tall. I could have changed all the widths, but for me, I just want to change the heights. Okay, so let's add the others here. So this is the universe. Let's go under the galaxy, say IMG SRC equals, and you're going to do this for the images that you chose as well. Okay, so the galaxy is here. Copy this, paste it into here. Okay. And when I refresh it, I will see the galaxy here, and you see this is too small, and if I wanted it to be about the same size, so I'm going to increase the height for this one and say 300. So height equals quotation mark 300, okay? And I'm going to refresh it. It's about the same size as here, okay? And then I'm gonna go and add pictures into the solar system and the Earth right now, okay? So I'm gonna pause the video, and then I'm gonna come back, and they're all gonna be there. Okay, so I've added the pictures for Earth, solar system, galaxy, and universe. I'm going to quickly format the file to make it nice and formatted. I've made the height all 300 for them. So if I go to my preview and I refresh it, you'll see here is all of my images. Later on, we're going to show you how to put the text into the center of the page and make a width for the page, so it's a little bit better. But for now, we have images, we have text files. Now, what I would like to do is I want to make this right here. I want to add a hyperlink so that it jumps to the universe page on Wikipedia. Okay, so I want to go here, and under the universe, what I want to do is I want to add a Wikipedia link. So the way that you do that is called an anchor tag. And you say A space HREF, hypertext reference, is equal to quotation marks. Now, let me search, I have the Earth, let me search the universe Wikipedia page, okay? So here is the Wikipedia page of the universe. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna copy this URL, I'm gonna go back here, and I'm gonna paste it in here, okay? And then I'm gonna close my tag. Now, if I did this, right, nothing would actually show up, because what I need to do between the opening anchor tag and the closing anchor tag is actually type some words. So if I type in wiki right here, what ends up happening is you see the words wiki show up, and when I click on it, it can't happen in the preview. In the preview on the side, if I go here and refresh it, and you see wiki right here, if I click on that, it's going to direct me to the Wikipedia page for the universe. So I've just added an anchor tag for the Wikipedia page for the universe, okay? So that's how you add an anchor tag. You say ahref. So let's try to do it for the galaxy here. So you say anchor space href equals quotation marks. Now let's search the galaxy wiki right here. Go to the Wikipedia page, grab this, and I'm going to paste this into here. I'm going to close the beginning tag, and my cursor is in between the two tags. So I'm going to say just wiki here, okay? And then I'm going to add that to the solar system and the Earth. So I'm going to pause the video and come back, and those should all be there. So I should have 4 anchor tags on this. Okay, so I have added the hypertext right here. So if I hit Command and then click, it will open a different tab. So I've created all these links to get to the different Wikipedia pages of the headers that I have. And I've just renamed them Solar System Wiki, the Earth Wiki, just so you can see what it looks like to create this. What's really annoying is that they're sort of bumping into the picture. So one quick piece of code that I can add is a line break. So let's go under where, so right here after this, this link right here, it doesn't show up in the preview here, but I would like it to look like this, but instead it's bumping into the picture here. So after where you see the Universe Wiki, you can say open tag BR with a slash and close tag. It's another self-closing tag, and that stands for break. So if I refresh that and refresh the whole page preview, I can get a line break so it doesn't bump into that. And I could actually do that twice if I wanted to get 2 line breaks here. So that creates another space there. So that makes it really nice. So I'm just going to do that with the other. I'll just grab this piece of code and do that with the other ones. So right here, wherever it says wiki, right here, and after the earth, refresh it, and refresh it right here. Okay, so you can see that it's a much better, it looks much better this way. All right, last thing that I want to show you is how to make a list. So these look at a bulleted list of the continents. And it's fairly easy to make a list. I'm going to show you how to make a list with numbers in the next video, but I'm going to show you how to make a list with just bullets or just like little dots in front of it. So let's say that right here I would like to start a list. So whenever you start a list, you want to say, we're going to call this an unordered list. Those are the lists with the little dots in the front and not the list with the numbers. So I'm going to call it a UL. I'm going to start it here, and I'm actually going to, I want all of the items in my list in between the opening and closing tag of the UL, okay? So I have my unordered list starts here and it ends here. Now for each item in the list, I'm going to say LI. So it opens there, and then I actually want it to close after the item. So let's say Asia should be in front, then I'm going to do LI here, and I want Africa to be in the center here. So actually I could just write Africa. Okay, I'm going to return this, take away the comma here. Ooh, this didn't quite close. Okay. Oh, it closed right there. Okay, just have to be careful because I knew there was something was wrong because Africa was not black like it should be. So I'm going to copy and paste it, or cut and paste LI, and then let me just take this and put it after this, closing LI. Oh, it just closes it automatically for me. So just go ahead and do all of these right here. It's a little annoying that it like automatically opens and closes, but I don't know, that feature is so much more helpful than it is annoying that I just keep it. There's a way to turn it off in the settings, but okay, and then I'm going to format, so it makes it, because there's a syntax error on line 97. Okay, so looks like there, I don't see a syntax error there, so it must be above line 97. Okay, I finally figured out that the unordered list was interrupting the paragraph tag, so I took the closing paragraph tag was down here. That was where the paragraph tag closed it, and it wouldn't format the file because it told me there was a problem there. So I took this and I closed the paragraph tag before I opened the unordered list tag, and that made it much happier. So it appeared on the screen on the right, but it wasn't technically correct. Okay, so when I refresh it there, and when I refresh it here, you'll see this unordered list right here. And that's it. So I need you to add the images, add the anchor tags, and add the unordered list at the end.